Hey, what's up YouTube? Boswell back with the vlog video from my car for the Husband Code. Now, I want to start doing these vlogs for the Husband Code channel, specifically directed towards men. And I also want to make these vlog videos to kind of create a situation where I can be a little bit more personal and create topics that's not so formal within like the production where I typically make my videos. And so I just want to at least attempt to do these daily. I feel like I can probably knock it out in 10-20 minutes or whatever. Doing these vlogs just quick, just to get a video out where I can just have a quick conversation and kind of get your mind and thoughts boggling about just different topics that I typically wouldn't discuss directly on the Husband Code, as far as like something that's like formal in a video production setting. But yeah, like I said, I want to do these videos, at least attempt to do them once a day. I think I can do it. However, anyway, I'm leaving the gym, and one of the topics I want to discuss is for men about why it's important to be in shape and be healthy. And so many of you don't know, growing up, I was a pretty skinny kid, and then even into adulthood, kind of started getting skinny fat. And then I had a kind of a traumatic situation happen where I kind of blew up and gained a lot of weight. However, I feel like I was stuck in that phase for years, just being overweight, and it taught me a lot, because when you skinny, it's very hard to relate to being overweight. But then when you come overweight, you're like, oh, okay. You get overweight and you're like, oh, okay, now I understand what overweight people referring to when they like, hey, I got all these different issues, not only through health, but a lot of it is psychological, and I went through a lot of it. And so I'm just here to tell you that if you are at that point in your life where you're overweight, you can definitely get back. Or if you've never really been a skinny kid, there's definitely a way to get there. And or I don't even just say skinny, but to get in shape, right, to get healthy. And so I just remember when I got to my heaviest weight, just the different things I went through physically, like, snoring, not sleeping well, having sleep apnea, what else, waking up with aches and pains, constant headaches that I had just throughout the day, or just if I ate too much, something that was too salty. And so I just remember those physical pains, and also just not being able to breathe. Couldn't walk very far, and I think because of my height, I was able to hide it. I'm 6'1", so I was able to hide it a lot more with my height, but I knew how I felt just being out of shape physically. And so growing up, I did weight training, and so I played football, so I was always an active person. And but things happen in life, and we kind of fall off. And so you had to still fight for yourself and get back. So that's kind of some of the physical stuff. Talking about the mental thing, and this was the biggest caveat, was the mental aspect of being overweight. And so I would say the thing that was most challenging was getting focused and not being distracted and not having your mind clouded. And that was the hardest challenge, because a lot of it, from what I've learned through my own personal experience, was the food we eat. And so, a lot of that kind of dictates your mood. It dictates your emotion, as far as you can be upset, you can be depressed, you could be anxious. Food is a big player in how it makes you feel in your body. And so I think for me, the type of food I was intaking at the time was very unhealthy, very processed, and it was food that wasn't fueling me the right way for my body and spirit and mind. And so you learn, and but at some point you have to take control and really help yourself, because listen, it's hard. It's very, very hard to just even get your mind back cleared, to be able to put yourself in a state of discipline, to be able to start the journey to get yourself back to a state of a healthy being. And so a few things that I did was, I listened to motivational videos, and listen to people that had or that were on a journey, or that were successful with the journey of being overweight and getting back in shape, and just figure out what's the thing that's consistent among them that worked. And so a lot of people were saying, and a lot of health experts were talking about just calorie deficit, counting your calories, eating the right foods, eating whole foods, and working out. And again, it's not about trying to become a bodybuilder, or always having six-pack abs and things of that nature, but it is about helping yourself to not have body aches anymore, not wake up in pain and inflammation and headaches, and not sleeping throughout the night because you're not breathing properly because you're snoring, your neck's fat. And so it was just a lot. Even walking up and down steps, it was a lot. But I say all that to say, me watching those videos from the start just allowed me to see, okay, what do these people do consistently that work, and how were they successful? So that was the first thing I started doing, was just watching YouTube and other people and kind of seeing their journeys. And then the second thing was, once I understood kind of the different points of success, I started taking one by one. So like the first thing was like the way I ate, the way that I was intaking food, and what foods, and how much food, and when the timing of eating. So those different things played a major part in helping me start to clear my mind, and my help flush out toxins in my body, because drinking a lot of water, that help flush out toxins in your body and push out a lot of food that's just sitting in your gut and your intestines. And just eating the right foods, healthier foods that give you back nutrients, because a lot of like processed foods and a lot of like fast foods and just unhealthy foods, they have no type of nutrients in it. It's just calorie dense, and all it is just bad fuel for your body. And you need healthy foods to be able to get you back to a healthy state of being. And so that was kind of the first thing, was eating the right foods. The second thing was keeping a positive mind state. It's not easy when you can't focus and you constantly being distracted, you constantly in mood swings, because your body's out of alignment, and your spirits and your mind's out of alignment. And so with the healthy foods and positive thinking, that helps you as well to kind of help the pain points of not being distracted and unfocused. And so that was the second thing I did, was just constantly look at like certain YouTube video, motivational videos, things that just kept my mind in a positive mind state. Speaking about discipline and how does that actually work, what does it actually look like, how do you put that into practice? And so that was the second thing I did. And the third thing was getting into the gym. You have to get into the gym, because that's what kind of is the glue for everything. You can eat right, you can have positive messages coming to you, but you need the thing that gets you stronger, and to really put your body get your body strength. And again, it's not about bodybuilding and all that, but you do have to keep your temple, your body strong, not only with the fuel you're intaking, but you need that fuel to be used in the right way. And so you have to hit the gym. And so I found out a workout routine that works for me. Right now I'm going 5 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, and I take off Friday, Saturday. Sometimes I go Friday if I just want to do like some cardio. Let's say I was not as sharp as I wanted to be throughout the week, I may put in some cardio just to kind of end it out and go from there. But those were the three things. Like I said, eating right, keeping a positive mind state, and working out. And when you do those three in combination, it creates discipline. And so I love the quote from Will Smith talking about discipline. And he just talks about how a lot of people look at discipline in a way of punishment, but he doesn't look at it, and we shouldn't look at it in that form. We should look at it in the form of like self-love. So like when you say you love yourself, you have behavior towards yourself that's loving. And so being disciplined is self-love. And so having self-love towards yourself creates discipline. And so that's one thing that always stick with me, is like staying disciplined and seeing the goal of why I'm doing it. And so I just want to share that with y'all. I wanted to tap in through the Husband Code, just a quick car vlog video, kind of my quick story, or a piece of my story, my life story, to kind of share about why it's important for men to, stay healthy and, just be in the gym, eat right, keep a clear mind state. But I do want to make one last point before I go. Doing all these things are very important, not for yourself, but also for your significant other, your family, your kids. And it just, when you're trying to be a leader in the family, you have to lead yourself. And so if you want people to follow you, if you want people to allow you to lead, you have to lead yourself. And that's very important. And that starts from, you being healthy, not only physically, but spiritually and mentally. And so I think that resonates with your core group around you and the people you care about and people that you may not even know. You may, because of who you are and people seeing your discipline, people seeing how you move, that resonates with people, that motivates people, that inspires people. And so I think also, not only that shows that leadership, it helps you financially, because when you discipline, like eating and staying consistent in the gym and stuff, those things kind of resonate to the rest of the parts of your life about, being in tune with your significant other, being in tune with your kids, being in tune with other family members, being in tune with your obligations and your responsibilities. So having that disciplined behavior as far as taking care of yourself in the right way, spiritually, mentally, and psychologically, again, that resonates with everything else that goes on in your life. So it's very important for men to, get healthy, get in shape, and, just stay disciplined. And I think those are the things that help me. So just want to tap in really quick. Give me some feedback if you guys like this video. Comment down below. Hit that subscription button. Hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. And like button. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.